Whack 100 connected me with Gillian Wallow. Hit me up. Yo, Ak, you want to do a podcast with you? Blah, blah, blah. Where you be at? I'm in North Jersey. I got my headquarters in Jersey City. I bet, whatever. Can we use the space? Can we come? Yeah, of course. 2 days of communication, thanks to Whack. Me, Gillian Wallow did a podcast. I just keep it 100. It's been 7 months. I've been trying to get them on my podcast. Charlamagne. Back in the day, something going on with me and Joe. Yo, Act, pop up. Nigga, I'm on the show with Joe. Let's do it. Brilliant. I gotta do it. I had a podcast done for 2 years. Yo, Charlamagne, when you free? Keep it a beat with y'all niggas. I don't care. So that's why when Joe invites me, I always go. Because when I invite Joe, he always comes. When Vlad invites me, I go. You know why? It's loyalty. When I invite Vlad, he comes. So somebody say I care. Of course I care. Because I look at all these niggas. Of course I care. Don't take nothing I'm saying that I don't care. I'm telling y'all the truth. I see Charlamagne with a hater that he signed, but I can't get him on my podcast. I've been begging him for like a year. Whenever you free, bro. Whenever. I've been on Andrew Schultz twice. Now I feel away. Facts. Nigga, Joe came, did my podcast. He said, yo, hey, take out that 10 minutes because he had said some shit, but like he ain't really, like, y'all was going to tweak out. He said, I just take that out. I got to go do my AM show. I'm going to come back again and do your podcast again. Real nigga shit. I'm by loyalty. Act don't need none of y'all niggas. I'm by loyalty. Whoever's loyal to me, I'm loyal to y'all. Bet. Joe asked me to come through today. Nigga, of course I'm there. Nigga, I say, yo, I told him. So that's why I'm apologizing for the stream. Nigga, I'm cutting the shit off at a certain time. I told Joe I'm going to be available for you all day. You know why? And when a nigga popped up on me, he was available all day. We always been available with each other all day. Bruh, some of these things I can't even, I'm like, all right, bro, y'all got it, man. Y'all Hollywood, y'all got it. We gonna keep a bean. I post every podcast clip. Yo, can I get you on my podcast? We talk about it. I bet. But I don't be beasting on off the record in reality. Y'all know this. Like, with all due respect, and like, I don't care if Spotify see this. My nigga, I'm Akademiks at the end of the day, my nigga. Like, y'all gave me a hefty contract, but I'm getting that money elsewhere too. Bro, I'm moving around. Nigga, I just signed a big ass stream. Nigga, I'm moving around as a brand of Akademiks. I'm not going to deliver y'all bullshit. We could extend the contract. We could do whatever with it. But y'all not going to put me on some rat on a wheel shit. Nigga, I'm going to move how I want to move. Facts. So, I know sometimes, because I hear people like, yo, Act, you neglect your podcast. Man, I ain't like, nigga, I've been making millions off media before podcast. I love podcasting, but I'm not going to put out bullshit just to say I did it. I'd rather go a week or two without an episode. I'm good. Spotify probably don't want to hear that, but it is what it is, my nigga. Like, nigga, you signed Akademiks. I'm sorry to say. You didn't sign the podcast of Akademiks. You signed Akademiks. And Akademiks is whoever and whatever in the space. So, you know, it is what it is. I dropped off that Dirk episode. I gave him my Annalie Chopper. Took a week off. Nigga, I'll be good. And that's for anybody who do business with me. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even trying to put their business out there. This is before shit got left with us. Shout out to Alex, Young Boy's manager. That's how they do business too. my nigga, like, you gonna have to work with the creative's schedule, his mindset, his vision, his curation. If you think you finna have a nigga on some wild schedule where he just have to pump out content like a slave, yeah, the contract says certain shit gotta come out. It will come out. But the time on when you want it to come out, especially if they can't produce quality up to that level, is gonna be a little bit skewed. So, you know, and by the way, that was an indictment on Spotify. They've been very cool with it. They know what it is. You're dealing with Ak. It is what it is. You feel me? You're dealing with Ak. It is what it is. So I send love to my Spotify people, and they've been amazing. But as I said, later today, I'm about to do if you just joined on like YouTube or whatever, like I'm about to do Joe's podcast. So like we're gonna be a little bit early on everything. Just keeping a bean with y'all. Man, Joe the only nigga in the podcast space. Listen, I always told you niggas don't really invite me to shit. But if a nigga invite me to some shit, I show up tomorrow. When I invite niggas to shit, they give me the runaround. Yo, holla at me after this date. I'm like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all got it. I don't like, and I'll go into the future with this. Let's not communicate personally if we not on the same type of respect. If you ask me to come somewhere, do something, do your event, do your show. If you're not finna do my shit, please don't even talk about it. Real talk. And I'm gonna even be honest. Some producer reached out to me. Nigga, everybody know I look up to Charlamagne. Nigga, some nigga reached out. Nigga, I did Brilliant Idiots. I'm old. Nigga, I did Breakfast Club. Some nigga reached out to me for a hell of a week. Nigga, I can't even get Charlamagne on my podcast. Nigga, fuck that. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not about to do no hell of a week or some dumb shit like you. Come on, bro. We gonna have mutual respect for each other. Ain't no nigga little nigga me in this bitch. Period. Somebody tell me my feelings today? Nigga, you can say whatever you want, nigga. I'm gonna tell the truth. If I do 10 things you ask and I ask you for one, you can't do it. Nigga, we ain't fucking with each other. Fuck that. Or it might not even be that, but you can't ask me for shit no more. If I ask you for 10 things and you ask me for 10 things, I'll oblige. I ask you for one, I can't get it. All right, we good, nigga. Straight up. If loyalty don't work two ways, and then, by the way, I don't know who be having beef with who. That ain't none of my issues because I don't be beefing with at least those type of niggas. I don't be beefing with them. I'm just telling y'all in a sense of, I ain't gonna lie, I do feel a way. I feel a way that the only nigga in the media that I could ask to come on my podcast, and he'll do it. We ain't gonna count Adam. Adam cool. But Adam was on West Coast. Me and Vlad swap. Me and Joe swap. All these other niggas, they be just like, yo, you come do our shit, we'll holla at you. Y'all ain't about to little nigga me no more. So I like talking in the public. We all can talk in the public, so it is what it is. And everybody know, Ak don't take nothing back. Ak amplify. He never de-escalate. So y'all go ask these other niggas, why Ak did your podcast? Why you never did his? Ask every nigga that. Why Ak did your shit? You never did his shit. Ever. Did he ask? Oh, he's just not pressing it. But he looking at you weird because he's like, damn, I thought you respected me just like I respected you when I jumped. I probably canceled shit. I probably moved shit around to do your shit. Why you not fucking with me like that? All right, bet. Let it be. That's what Pac said, right? Y'all got no love for us? Let it be, nigga.
Now forgive me if my face is looking a little sweaty. I've had a really long day and the heat where I'm at, fortunate at the moment, hasn't given up. It's like that sun in Rick and Morty when they're on that other planet and it's just fucking screaming. That's what this sun is doing. It's like it's been screaming heat all day. And I am a hardworking man, so I've been outside working my ass off, busting my ass off. So not only can I make a better life for myself, but also pour what I need to pour into this channel. So I am Savvy Mike. This is I Am Savvy Mike TV, and welcome back. Hold on one second. This is why I'm working, so I can stop doing my videos on this fucking couch. I am Savvy Mike. This is I Am Savvy Mike TV. And today we're here for the fuckery, the pod wars. Now, the pod wars, they've been a brewing. They've been a brewing since January. It's been so much that's been happening. Rory fired shots at Joe Budden. Joe fired shots back. Roy, shut up. Then here comes Gillian Wallow and Charlamagne. They had something to say about Complex's whole list. That's why this whole pop or jazz and shit even started to begin with, was because Complex made a list of the top 50 media hip-hop moguls in this generation now, I guess. And they had Joe at number 1, Akademiks at number 2, and Charlamagne the God at number 3. So, of course, that made Charlamagne the God side of the Civil War question everything that Complex was doing. Like, what is this biasness? Like, of course you put the two people that made y'all poppin', honestly, as far as when it comes to hip-hop multimedia, made y'all pop in the sense that we had to pay attention to you because they had such a great show. Everyday Struggle will always be cultured and pioneered in the right way in the culture because it is the first take of hip-hop, and fucking fumbled that bag. I don't even know how you fumble a bag like the first take of hip hop. Like, who does that? Like, that's a great show. Pay whatever to keep it going. No matter what Joe fucking wants, give it to him. Fuck it. If he's gonna keep producing content, give him the money. Who cares? But no, they didn't give him the money. And I ask you now, who watches Complex? I don't. Do any of you? I fuck with Jinx. I fuck with B-Dot. But unless there's somebody on there that I like and I want to see them talk about whatever they opinion or take they're gonna give the person they're interviewing, then I'm not just regularly watching Complex. I don't even like sneaker shopping, and that's their most viewed content on there. So anyways, the pod wars have been brewing since then. Complex kind of stirred it all up. They made the soup, and everybody else has just been eating off of it, including me. During these pod wars, we really never had, a sense of how Akademiks felt about everything and whose side he was really on. He always found the way to really play the fence. Oh, I love Charlamagne the God, and of course I love Joe because we created something great together, so I could never pick sides, blah blah blah. But it's like Charlamagne the God basically said, no, you're gonna pick a side, because he had one of DJ Akademiks' top haters at the moment, Big Loon. Now, Big Loon, this guy, he has a podcast called It's Up There Podcast, and he has this channel basically where he puts the clips out and then tells you to go to his Patreon so you can watch it. That's how I found out about him. So of course this man is a hustler of content, as all of us. We're all hustlers of content. It's just I can't monetize my shit yet, so it is what it is. I'm doing it for free at the moment, and even when I'm getting paid for it, it'll probably be pennies and nickels compared to what these niggas are signing for. So at the end of the day, we're all hustling content. I might at some point be telling you to come to my Patreon to see my exclusive thoughts or exclusive interview or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's just the world we live in. We're hustling content. So Sega Big Loon, of course, he's hustling content. He had Maul on his podcast, and they really got in depth about the whole Joe Budden Maul situation. That's where we got Maul calling Joe a cat burglar. That's where that whole saying comes from. And then of course after that, you get Joe calling them the bare minimum boys. It spiraled. It kept spiraling. So this Big Loon guy is really a big personality and the reason that we're even having these pod wars to begin with. But he was also on Brilliant Idiots talking to Andrew Schultz and Charlamagne the God. Andrew Schultz, of course, or somebody brung up Akademiks. I think it was Big Loon. He got into the topic of Akademiks and he didn't have anything nice to say about him. Says he doesn't really bring anything relevant to the culture. And I would ask, well, Big Loon, what do you bring? just like Ak bring his type of messiness. Just because the war in Chirac is his messiness doesn't mean you're not chasing messiness and chasing clout clout with doing interviews with niggas like Maul and Charlamagne the God and just trying to get clickbaits towards Joe Budden. Like, what do you expect? You're chasing messiness. Same thing Akademiks did, except when he was doing it, you know, it was a lot of death, it was a lot of crime going on. So of course it looked bad. He was indeed exploiting it, but at the same time, that was his clout currency. He knew the war in Chirac would get him to levels that you would never think of, and it got him to those levels. Now, Big Loon, I don't know if Maul and Charlamagne the God and all the enemies of Joe Budden will ever get you to where Ak is in relevancy, but at the same time, you can't call him out and say he doesn't bring anything to the culture when, like I said, him and Joe Budden brung us the first take of hip-hop. Now, unfortunately, it got canceled because of egos and money, but at the same time, they brung that to the culture. So, Big Loon, I would like to calm down with that point, because at the end of the day, what have you done? Like, at this point, you just look like Charlamagne's the God sidekick to go up against Joe Budden and his cronies. That's all you look like. Like, you're on Charlamagne's side, and you and Charlamagne can make business together and also talk shit about your enemies, and that's what you're doing, and that's what Charlamagne did in his interview with you. He didn't never really mention Joe, but he said that none of the niggas that Complex put over him on that list are on his level, ergo taking shots at DJ Akademiks and Joe Budden. Now we are here. I just had to give the whole backstory, unfortunately. DJ Akademiks, he's upset. He's like, look, Charlamagne called me, asked me to come on his shit. I dropped everything I did. I came. Andrew Schultz called me, told me to come on his shit. I dropped everything I did. I came. Willie and how the fuck the $1 million worth of game niggas? Because I'm saying Willie and Gallo. That's what's coming to my mind. It's like Wallow and Gilly. There you go. Wallow and Gilly called me. He dropped everything he had to do. He went to see what they needed. And his whole thing is when he calls back to get them on his podcast on Spotify, they're nowhere to be fucking found. He's like, look, if I talk to Vlad, I'm gonna go to Vlad, because if I need him, he's coming to me. If I go to Joe, he needs me, and I call him, drop him what he's doing, he's coming to me, because that's what you call loyalty. And honestly, I really do agree with Akademiks and everything he had to say. He did look a little tempered. He did look a little mad. At the end of the day, that just makes for better content. Regardless of it all, I'm glad he got emotional, because I can see why he's upset, because he feels like, look, I did that for y'all. Why can't y'all do that in return for me? I thought this is what this industry was. Now y'all seem like y'all are playing sides and playing favorites, and the fact that I'm associated and still cool with Joe, y'all don't like that, and they're starting to really show it. Like I said, the pop wars is brewing now. What do you guys think about all of this? Everything that I laid down. Me. I am Savvy Mike. This is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.